Let's go Fuchsia. Let's go with the Bride, I think. I'll take a Golden Froth, I suppose. Let's avoid going tall if at all possible. Even though it does take a couple of our alchemy boosts off of him, but we won't have that many. He's fully healed, exactly. There's his Fall Blood. Here comes the big Olaf. It's gonna be a giant Olaf. It's up by quite a bit. Let's go in here for our Axel. We still take it. Man, Acherontia helps so much. So today we're going to be playing Alchemy. Now there's a couple of things I wanted to do. One of them was try out the new Ale of the Ancestors. So, Ale of the Ancestors got reworked. Well, not necessarily reworked. It got some additions. So we got Resilience, which makes it much better already because you can carry it over. And we have this Infuse effect. Whenever the unit is boosted or targeted by Mahakam Ale or Golden Froth, boosts self by 2. So I wanted to use this, and what uses the most Golden Froths and Mahakam Ale? It's going to be Druids. And I wanted to play Druids anyway because we wanted to test out Octel. Now, you could also play the other new Skellige card, which is... Where is she? Heulyn. I just couldn't fit Heulyn. I think it's Heulyn or Ale of the Ancestors. If you run Heulyn, you get 2 extra provisions, and I think you swap this Peller for a Gremist, which would be better. But I wanted to try out Ale of the Ancestors more than Heulyn, so that's what we're doing today. And I've always liked the Crow deck, so let's just get into it. We're playing Battle Trance. So we got the Mardrome on the leader, and basically just use this when we want to trigger the alchemies and the bonded effects of our Crow Clan Preachers, or just need the points or whatever. We are playing the Mask of Ouroboros. You could play whatever you want. Maybe Crystal Skull's better. I just like the Mask because we are playing, what's it called? We're playing Freya's Blessing, so it doesn't matter that much if we discard with the initial one. So I think this is a little bit better because it helps us find our good cards. You put something in your graveyard that you don't want to play. And then we are playing the Ingenious Shadow. We're playing a Druid deck, so we're going to be playing the scenario. I think this scenario is pretty good. But we're really going to have to rely on our own points because we don't have control of our own. Like, you'll get through this. We don't really have any control. We're just a point slam deck. Point slam and engines, which I normally don't play, but we're going to try it out here because I think there's some fun to be had. So Ingenious Shadow. We don't have him Lucian or anything to bait, so this is the best card for the opponent to Heatwave most of the time. That and Ale of the Ancestors. But you never know. People might get rid of Ale of the Ancestors. And I think we're going to try and go early Ale of the Ancestors round 1 a lot of the time, just to use its resilience to carry round 1 and then into round 2 if we can win round 1. I want to try doing that. They're playing Fuchsia just to bring back Axel 3 Eyes. Mainly, I want to transform more Crows into additional Crow Messengers for more carryover. Then we're playing Oneiromancy just to find our key cards. The Ale of the Ancestors we already talked about. Playing Octel. So he has damage self down to 1 and play all copies of Freya's Blessing from your graveyard and giving them Doomed. Obviously, we're going to play 2 Freya's Blessings, and we want to get 2 Freya Blessings off of him. But we have, in our deck, we are playing the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Alchemies. So he'll have a base power of 9, damage down to 1, and as we play the Alchemies, he'll heal back up. More or less is the idea here. Then we're playing Mushy Truffle. So Mushy Truffle is really good for 2 reasons. One, it gives us 3 reasons. It gives us a Crow Clan Preacher, which is really good for our decks where engines are based on her. Then it gives us the ability to spawn a Golden Froth, which gives us value with those Crow Clan Preachers. And also, the Golden Froth triggers the Ale of the Ancestors Infuse effect, so we can trigger that. So it's a lot of synergies here. Next up, we're playing Bride of the Sea. It just replays an Alchemy, whichever one gives you the most value. The Octel is going to be replaying the Freya's Blessings. You'll be careful here because this does give the... This I should mention, Bride of the Sea does not give it Doomed. So you can play with Bride of the Sea into Octel, but you can't do Octel into then Bride of the Sea. on Freya's Blessing, just because you won't have the, it'll be gone because this gives them Doomed. This does not give them Doomed. Then we have Ermingen. We really want to find, I think, Freya's Blessings with him in this situation, just so we can have those in our graveyard for setup. But he's just good for consistency. Then we're playing Axel 3 Eyes. I'm going to spawn transform into Crow Messengers here. Bring them back. One thing you'll notice is we're not playing Crow Mother. You could fit Crow Mother, but I think with Ale the Ancestor and Okkel, we're not going to. I think it's between Heulyn or Crow Mother if you're not going to play the Ale the Ancestors. I'm not sure how good Ale is. I just wanted to try it out because it got buffed significantly, and I think it's a cool card. I used to play it. But yeah, Axel's really here for transforming. We have those 2 Freya Blessings we're talking about. Ideally, we're bringing back Crow Messengers for a big carryover, but you can always bring back Crow Clan Preacher. Probably bring back both. We got plenty of use here. And you can always use your Fukusha on the Crow Clan Messengers if you didn't use it on Axel. The Axel is a really greedy one. Not all the time you'll be able to Fukusha the Axel for carryover with extra Crow Messengers, but when you can, it's really good. Moving on, we are playing, so normally you'd play 2 Mardromes here, right? Like Mardrome is the normal alchemy you play because it gives you this value. You can hit on the ship, the Drakkar, or on Sigvald, or on Draco Turtle, but we're not playing that anymore. Since we're playing Ale the Ancestors, I swapped the Mardromes out for Mahakam Ales and Golden Froth. Well, I think you play Mahakam Ale. I normally played Mahakam Ale before this. And we were basically playing Golden Froth instead of Mardrome. The Golden Froth here is just... They both are worth 6, right? You lose the flexibility because Mardrome can kill a 3-power enemy unit, and Mardrome has upsides if you have stuff like Armored Drakkar, which we don't, though. So basically, the Golden Frost's worth the same if we have 3 units out, which we're spawning crows shouldn't be a problem. And it gives us additional points from Ale the Ancestors, so really think there's a lot of synergy going on here. I'm curious to see just how good it is. Moving on, we are playing 2 Crow's Eye Rhizomes. I think you definitely want to be playing this if you're playing Druid. And Druid's really nice too, because there's just so much synergy between Ale, the Alchemies, and the Druids that I think this will be good. But yeah, you banish the crows, and then you replay Golden Froth, Malcolm Ale, whatever you need. Our deck is not very vulnerable to locks, just because we have double Mahakam Ale. It is vulnerable to tall removal, though, because these will make them tall, but locks not so much. Double Ale, we can replay it like 5 times. So that shouldn't be a problem, getting locked. Then we have the Crow Clan Preacher, the heart of the deck. These things get bonded, they get insane, and then you just win. Then we're playing a Squirrel. We're really low on units. We have 13 units, so you could swap Squirrel and Peller if you want to. Like I said, Peller into Grimace is nice if you're going to cut the Ale down to a 10th version card. You could even cut Ale down to Heatwave if you want to add a bit of control. And then the Squirrel can be whatever. I just put in Squirrel because we needed a 4th version unit. That's a tech card. But that's the deck. Can't wait to try this out. I've always liked Alchemies. Let's get into some games. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Line Pockets, probably Crimes. Really looking for Crow Clan Preacher and Ale the Ancestors. Since we don't have Heulyn, we're not going to play this round 1. That's good to have. Don't need 2 of these. That's what we're looking for. We have a lot of golds in this hand. Put that back, I think. And we're up first here, so Crimes will be pretty interesting. Let's just go nice and early here. You can always discard the Crow Messenger, by the way, with the Mask, which is really good. But we only had the 1 in our hand. I didn't want to Oniromancy the second. If you do draw them both, though, you can just discard 1 with the Mask. And then this will bring back all copies from the graveyard. It doesn't thin your deck then, though. It's just an option if you don't want to, if you want to minimize or maximize the Mask value. I think we'll go in here and we'll start off with Ale. Let's go Ale, round 1. Trigger this. We drew it into a Froth. We could replay this with this. Put the Rhizome in the graveyard for now. You can always replay that with the Druid. I think we're going to be replaying this Mahakam Ale. Crimes could be kind of anything. Okay, he's going to hit that right away. That's fine. Don't mind that. Don't mind at all. I think we'll just go here. I think we'll replay the Rhizome just to set up our Axel 3 Eyes here. It looks like he might be passing. He's played only 2 bronzes so far. Okay, he's going to try and kill off our crows. That's fine. We can always melee Axel anyway. He might try and kill the last crow? No, okay. That's fine. Let's go in here with our Crow Clan Preacher. Hit it with the ale, boost it out of removal range, like out of bronze removal range. This is really nice that you can do that. And if he does lock it, we can always unlock with ale. And it's an unlock, not a purify, so he won't be able to kill it without... we won't remove the... I was about to say, he can't kill this without using his leader, but he also, if we locks it, we can unlock it without removing the status, because it's not a purifying. We have Ursine. We typically want to use that on a Freya's Blessing here. He's being a little annoying right now. What do we play here? If we play Truffle, it's at 4, which we don't like. Let's just go Ursine and play the second Rhizome. It's not normally what we want to do, but I would like to create those extra Crow Clan messengers here. We are getting our Oneiromancy back, and we've thinned our deck a fair bit. He's probably going to try and kill these crows again. Is it going to give him profit to kill the other crows? Yep. It's fine. This is still good melee, right? It still plays for 11, just melee. And the Rhizome triggers us as well. We'll just kind of ignore the crows for now, and we'll just go in with the Musty Truffle. Make this, and we'll just ale this one as well to get off removal range. We should be good for this round. We've got a lot of carryover, right? We got ale carrying over. We've got Musty Truffle carrying over. We'll just start playing ales for value here, just because Syndicate doesn't have a lock within the faction. So the lock won't get value. It's just we're going to try and get boost value off of it. If it plays for 7, that's good. I mean, we could always double stack the infused on ale on something. That's way too tall for me to feel comfortable doing. But yeah, this plays for 7 on an infused target. Then we get +4 off of these, so this is going to be pretty good. He needs a tall removal to answer this, and with no coins, it's going to be hard for that to happen. Now we apply some serious pressure here. Our hand is really good, and we have 2 carryover, 2 resilience cards. Ideally drawing to Freya's Blessing X2 here, but that's extremely unlikely. Now this hand, 2 Druids, this is a fantastic hand. Let's go get in his Shadow, get that Druid, infuse the Druid, and there's so much synergy with ale. I'm kind of loving it right now. Now, we have no control in this deck, so we can't actually kill Acherontia. Bit annoying that, but go for a revive here. Could revive Ursine to pull a Freya's Blessing, Oneiromancy Freya's Blessing, double Freya Blessing Octkel. That is a thought. That is a thought, isn't it? Or we can be more conservative. Save the Oneiromancy for, like... No, I guess we probably would just... The Oneiromancy's going... Oneiromancy's going on a Freya's Blessing. Then we'll hit these guys here. Slam that tempo. Yeah, that's going there. Then we'll replay with this. We'll save this to round 3. We can't actually stop the Acherontia, but I'm not sure how he's going to kill all of our guys without a combination of Ixera and the Freak Show anymore. We'd have to Fukusha to use Bride. I think we just Bride. We're just going to Bride here. I don't want to play Fukusha. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll go Fukusha on the Urmian. Get that other Freya's Blessing. Just slam all the value. This is so much value. Like, he has Acherontia, sure, but Acherontia is pretty insane too, for being honest. Here comes the off the top cards. Let's see what we're getting here. That one's pretty good. Without tall removal, these creatures are just going to go nuts. We still have double Freya's Blessing left as a play. We've got that rain out here. We have one duration of rain, so we can go for Bride. Let's get one of these. And I think this makes a lot of sense. Just get rid of one of these. And we'll take a Froth here. Hit these infused guys. I mean, you can't stop the engines. They're going to go crazy. It's a pretty good card for him. I think we just all in. Pretty sure we just all in. We have 2 bronzes left for Octkel, right? I guess we have 1 bronze. I think we just save Octkel then. The Acherontia will get a ton of value. Let's go Rhizome to Leader. Like, this value is going to go nuts. We're at 60 this turn. Just watch next turn. Well, that's not the best card for him to pull there. He did get ahead of us, though. Just because of how insane his stuff is here. Let's go here, play the Axle. Just get that Rhizome. I don't think we'll drop our Leader too. The Leader is getting so much value this round, it's actually insane. There's no reason to save this for later round. Like, the +6 off of these is nuts. And then we just hold Octkel. In round 3, we just go Octkel into whatever. Double Revive. There's a Heat Wave. Nothing we have is too tall because he's been hitting it down with Brawler. We actually have space to go double Freya's Blessing, but we don't have the bronze units, right? We got 1, 2. And this one brings back the other one. We'll pass here. Like, he's played the Jacques, the Acherontia, the Cyrus, the Defender. Like, most of his golds, like Heatwave and Bank, he should really have like nothing left for round 3 here. Even if he wins this round. Which he should, because I think there's an Open Sesame it can trigger. Oh no, he triggered them both. I guess we just win. Wow, yeah. If you don't stop Druids, they're pretty good. Self-wound. Okay, this could be a big problem. We do not have a single control card in our deck, so Sigvald Nut is just going to blow us away here if we don't get some kind of early advantage that make it so it doesn't happen. So we need that to not happen, basically, here. We keep this because we can discard this for Mask. Yeah, we got that 9 value Octkel here. This hand is not great, if we're being honest. I think we'll put this back and then put this back. Yeah, this hand's not great. We just don't have many Druids. Pretty rough. Let's just open up with the Ale. We're going to need it. Definitely going to need that. We're going to need to just use Ale this round, I think, for value. Can make a Druid off of this. I'm just trying to think. Normally we'd want to trigger this on this, but if we do this earlier, we can get more value by playing these next turn. I don't think he'll have a great way to kill this. I don't think he'll have a great way to kill this. I don't think he'll have a great way to kill this. I don't think he'll have a great way to kill this. I don't think he'll have a great way to kill this. I don't think he'll have a great way to kill this. I don't think he'll have a great way to kill this. I don't think he'll have a great way to kill this. I don't think he'll have a great way to kill this. I don't think he'll have a great way to kill this. I don't think he'll have a great way to kill this. I don't think he'll have a great way to kill this. I don't think he'll have a great way to kill this. I don't think he'll have a great way to kill this. I don't think he'll have a great way to kill this. I don't think he'll have a great way to kill this. I don't think he'll have a great way to kill this. I don't think he'll have a great way to kill this. I don't think he'll have a great way to kill this. I don't think he'll have a great way to kill this. I don't think he'll have a great way to kill this. I don't think he'll have a great way to kill this. I don't think he'll have a great way to kill this. I don't think he'll have a great way to kill this. I don't think he'll have a We don't want that Peller, I don't think. The best thing we do with Peller is purify the defender, or purify the bleeding off of Sigvald. But that's not... We're really going to be playing for tempo more than anything else here. Anything that's Svalblood set up, it looks like. We'll infuse here. Looks like a pretty nice Golden Froth. Get the extra value on both of these two. Oh, he's just going to give us the round. Okay. Yeah, this is the situation we wanted to be in. Problem is still if he can carry over the Sigvald and Fukusha. Or the Fukusha with the Sigvald in the graveyard. We need to try and force those out, and his leader. Looking much more promising now. Does he play a lock? We can always pull this. I think I'll put that back. Is this a hint to keep it? Fine, I'll keep it. Ooh, squirrel's what we're looking for. That's really nice. It'll just set up round... It's good for round 3. But I think we just start off here with the Gedonyth Shadow. We need high tempo here to make him force out all of his... Well, not make him force out. To force out all of his good stuff. There's the Heat Wave on the Druid. That is interesting. Still bring back the other one, Freya's Blessing. Throw Ursine into it. Play this one from our hand. Yep, let's go play this one from our hand. We're just going to apply all the pressure here. Very nice. So here we'll go Ursine into Blessing. Bring back... Yeah, that sounds good to me. Blessing, Preacher. I guess we have to hit you with the Mardrome. He's already Heat Wave, though. Drop you in this row. Give you this. We'll try and max the value on Golden Froth from the Truffle by infusing a couple things with the Ale, if we can. I guess he just can't keep up with our points. He's going to leave the game. Oh, he's back. Nice. I think he should be able to do something here with Sigvald. Black Blood. All right, here's the question. If we Black Blood, I'm pretty sure if we Golden Froth, it boosts this one. Does it boost the target first or the leftmost one first? For, that's the question. Which one gets boosted first? The target, in which case we should click this, not this, or the leftmost one of the 3, which means we would target this and boost this one. Oh, man. Which one is it? Well, we all know the secret. We can actually just avoid this whole problem if we just go play this card. This should resolve before and trigger the Black Blood. Yeah, okay, so the rightmost one? That's pretty weird. Only one of these 3 should die, because the boost will go off before these things have triggers, so it'll be one of those. We have Mahakam Ale in our hand, so, you know, like, this is pretty good. Let's infuse with this. I think we'll trigger this here. Look at that value. He Heat Waved one of these already. Like, he can't have that many tall removals. He's Black Blooded and Heat Waved. We could own Neuromancy. What do we get that's out any good? Axel would do carryover if we had a Rhizome. We can Fukusha. Otcal, not really. Got one more Blessing we need to play out of our deck still. I guess we're just blessing the Crow Messengers. We'll just Fukusha on Bride round 3, I think. We're up by like 40. I think we'll just play our Squirrel here. And we'll trigger our battle trance. It's going to be really good value right now. We're up by 63. I think we might pass here just because this is an insane round 3. Like, completely insane. And he does have that Svalbard play coming up. So we'll give him that pass here. We don't want him to have, like, the most massive Svalbard of all time on us. Because with Svalbard, I think he can take the round. And if he takes the round and we play these, we're in a bad situation. There's Sigvald. Yep. But, I mean, he's going to have to go down several cards here. Ooh, that artifact compression, really big. Minus 20. So he's playing, right, Heat Wave, Black Blood, and artifact compression. All right, I mean, but here's where we are. Here's where we're at. He's got no leader. He's played Sigvald. He could bring back Sigvald and he'll have 3 cards to hit it with. And we have Otkel. We need the second blessing. We can Oneiromancy it, though. We already did it. I meant we already Oneiromancy. So we bring back double blessing on 2 cards. We'll bring back this. And I guess we'll play this might die. Is there anything better? Yeah, there's plenty of better things than this. That's a good card, actually. We'll Oneiromancy out Axel. We play this, see if it sticks. Because if he kills it, we can go into double of these off the Otkel. Oh, Olaf. Well, that's not great. That is not great, as they say. Fukusha is probably going to be used on Bride, so we can do Otkel here. Let's bring back you. Unless it's our only other choice. It's not great, but we'll bring it back. Olaf's going to be huge. Hopefully there's no Heim. But with what he's playing here, there could be a Heim. This Svalbard's going to be so big. Oh, this Svalbard's going to be so big. Let's go Fukusha. Let's go with the Bride, I think. These are all very similar value, except for this, because it spawns extra things. So I think we'll take a Golden Froth, I suppose. Is Avoid going tall if at all possible? Even though it does take a couple of our alchemy boosts off of him, but we won't have that many. He's fully healed, exactly. There's his Svalbard. Here comes the big Olaf. It's gonna be a giant Olaf. He's up by 24. He's up by quite a bit. Let's go in here for our Axel. We still take it. Man, Otkel helps so much in these shorter rounds. We actually beat a Sigvald deck with no control. He didn't have Nut, though. But GG. Going up against Blaze of Glory. Let's see what he's playing. I bet he's playing the new one. I think 5 things in here? Oh, no, we're not. Okay. So it's probably just standard stuff. Now, he will have a lot of control with raids. This is the type of deck we're going to struggle against, I would imagine. So this is going to be one where we want to rely on Axel quite a bit for carryover, rather than our engine value. I think that will be the play. Just go Ale. Ale lets us boost this to a more difficult to remove range. And these decks typically don't run a heat wave, so our scenario should also be safe. I think our goal for this game is to go long round 3 with scenario, Fukusha, bring back like 6 crows. I think that's what we have to do. Because the engines will certainly not be cutting it here. This actually should be safe. He only played 1 Highland Warlord. He shouldn't be able to kill this unless he goes Blood Eagle Vabjorn into something. Which they can do. That would actually kill it. It'd be very annoying if he did that. That doesn't quite do it. He hasn't run a lock, so this is a really good Mahakam Ale target right now. Not getting more value than that. Get to keep that alive. Okay, sure. We do want to play Crow Messengers at some point. Could have put these next to each other for this Golden Froth. But that's in... I didn't think we'd get to playing this. I thought he would kill this. This should have been next to this, so we can Golden Froth the 3 of them. I was just expecting them to die. This one in particular. But I guess he still doesn't have 7 reach. Fair enough. We need a Rhizome before we can play Axel, because we need to rely on his ranged effect here. We don't have a great setup right now, honestly. We don't want to play this till we do that. We don't want to play this on the current cards. This we don't think have things next to each other. This, we want to hit Highland Warlord. This we don't want to play now, and this we'd like to save. But this is the save until we have this, but this is probably the least bad turn to play it. I think we'll risk a leader here. Let's just get ahead on even. Raid decks really don't like when you get ahead on even. Let's do that. He still only has the 1 Warlord. Yeah, like that was really good. We got ahead on even there, and they don't like it. So we're gonna pass on a 5. That way we don't have to play the rest of this. We open Squirrel, banish Warlord, looking pretty good. Draw into, we have Oneiromancy, so we're going to go into probably getting it, just go hard this round, and save Otkel. When I say get Oneiromancy, we have to draw it. So that'd be fantastic if we could do that. Dang. Well, I was really hoping we'd get that. Because we put back that Rhizome, so we can't play Axel. That's not ideal. Let's just begin with the Squirrel, like I said. Get rid of the Highland Warlord. Make his life kind of hard here. We'll hold this click, because I want to click it on the Crow Clan creature, even though it does delay a turn. Really should have kept that Rhizome. The Blood Eagle into the other Warlord, sure. He can't revive a Warlord, so his raids are going to be kind of limited this round. But if we go into this, and into this, he needs 7 damage, so he needs, like, Vabjorn, Blood Eagle. He's Blood Eagle, though, so he needs the one that does 5 and 6 to armor, which they don't always play. This could be a pain for him to deal with. Yeah, without Rhizome, this is also a dead card, so I think we'll have to go melee Axel, and then kind of abandon the Crow carryover. Just go with Otkel. Which might be good enough. The problem is, like, Primal Savageries are really good value round 3. Would have preferred they hit the other card. Nothing to do about it, though. We should have put this on this side of the ale, because we were going to spawn the crows on this side, but didn't really want to spawn the crows, but, you know, hindsight. Let's go Axel. Spawn the crows. can now banish this to play things to trigger our ale value. We'll put blessing another druid on this side of this one. I played conservatively here by playing all these on this side. We have 4. We can always Golden Froth these. Or if I put this on this side and he killed it, we still wouldn't have 3 on this side. And then he might be able to kill these off. Something else, like War of Clans could kill 1, then kill the other. Like kill 2 of these. And if you put it on this side, you can also War of Clans this. This just gives us more consistent Golden Froth. The high roll would be to put this on this side, and then we can ale it. We could double trigger ale. Interesting. Alright. Let's do it this way. Let's play this. Banish this 1 power crow. And we'll just hit this with the Mahakam Ale again. And I guess we'll just infuse this one. It does give him a potential target. But it looked like a good ale turn. The Ale of the Ancestors is doing insane, by the way. It's keeping all of our stuff alive. I think I discounted that when I was talking about it in the deck editor. Like, I thought this card would be amazing. But turns out it's being better than I expected. Alright, let's see here. We could go Blessing into one of these. Into this Golden Froth. Yep, let's do that. Blessing into one of these. This Golden Froth's going to be nuts because we have ale on stuff. Man, this looks good. He needs to tall removal, that Preacher. He probably needs the leader, honestly. There's no leader now. We just go into ale and a 12-point Golden Froth plus 4. It's so much value. Oh, and he drew the Yutta. Ooh, that's unfortunate for him. But look at this. We're going to infuse here. And look how much we're at. We're at 44. Look how much value we get from this Golden Froth. 56. So good. Get 6 points from it, 4 from these, and then we get 2 from targeting this. It's so good. 12 for 4s. Love to see them. And now we have Otkel. We've got one Freya's Blessing. We need to draw the other one. We have a Fukusha. He has the ice, but he drew the Yutta. This is just awful for him at this point. Oh, he's got to send that. Oh, that feels bad. For him. Feels really good for us. He does have Tear. Like, Tear gets him the round. So we could pass here. But if he gives the Tear, he get the double value guy. I think if he has Tear, we'd have to use Fukusha right now. And then we'd have save Otkel. I think Fukusha for the Tear is a trade we should be willing to do. I think we should do it. Let's go Axel here. Let's force out that Tear. He has Greatsword is doomed, so he'd only get this back, but I just don't like dealing with Tear in a short round. The other upside here is if he doesn't have his Tear in his hand, we might just 2-0 him. Which is something we do need to keep in mind. Okay, there's the Tear. Yeah, we forced it out. Very good. That's what we wanted to do. And now we're in a good spot. We just need to draw into Oneiromancy or Scenario or Ermion or Bride. We just want to get into a situation where we can get our second Freya's Blessing. We'd be pretty happy. There it is. Now, Scenario would be fantastic. These actually go really well together. But I think we'll put this back. There's Gedeniath. Looking real good. I don't think we ever drew our Oneiromancy. But, yeah, we're missing Ermion and Bride, which are 2 very good cards. But we're missing Oneiromancy too. This should be fine. Our round should be quite good here. He doesn't have a Tear. He's going to rely on Primal Savagery. I don't think we can go for a no-unit play to waste the Primal Savageries. So he's got Blood Eagle and double Primal Savagery, probably is his best hand. No, Blood Eagle, Primal Savagery, and a King of Bran. I think we can beat that. I think we can beat that. How many of these do we have? We've got one of you. Alright, let's just go with Gedenia's Shadow here. This is going to get Primal Savagery. I'm guaranteeing it. If it doesn't get Primal Savagery, we win the game. But if it does get Primal Savagery, pretty sure we're still ahead. Blood Eagle. Fantastic. Into King Bran. No Savagery. That's interesting. That is really interesting. So Freya's Blessing here. We have 3 Crow Clan creatures. So we'll get 1 here. And we'll go into 2 off of Otkel. Finish with Rhizome. Seems good. He's going to have a lot more points. So yep, there's the Savagery. He might win this. This looks like the short round's pretty good for him. Let's go Otkel here. Let's play these. Let's go 1 and 2. Catching up. Depends what his last card. If this is another Primal Savagery, I think we lose. Because he'll hit the Druid. Close game, though. That's deciding something. It's like War of Clans. It's Fabiorn into Primal Savagery. War of Clans. Yeah, he's got this. I think he's got it. Yeah, he's got it. GG. His round 3 was just too strong. We needed Bride or Ermion, I think. Instead of the first Druid. Going up against soldiers. Now this could be a problem because we don't have control. But if we get to go in with our Druids, like, we can get a ton of value from our cards too. No Rise. Oh, we have 1 Rhizome for you. Let's put a Golden Froth back. Ael's really good here. Both Mahakam Ael and Ael the Ancestors. Let's open with that Ael the Ancestors here. This is really good because of his locks, right? Soldiers plays like Alba Armored Cavalry and Slave Drivers, and sometimes the Vampire guy. So they just spam locks at you. Let's see if we get Treyhand. Oh, it's gonna be Marine? Nope, it's this guy. That is annoying. That is quite annoying. Let's go in here with a Preacher. Let's get the Preacher some points. Let's draw. What do we want to discard here? I think we discard. These go well together. We can Ermion into the other one. Discard this. We can replay it with this next turn if he does lock us. Okay, kind of figured he'd do that. This is going to be an engine fest here. Who's got more engines? That will be the question. I think we should do this here. Oh, he's playing Bomb Soldiers. My favorite thing. My absolute favorite thing. We have an Ale and a Marjoram we could trigger. Don't want to trigger those, really. I'd like to get a Rhizome. If we go Ermion, what's our best one? Probably Blessing later. So I think we go... This could bring back an Ale. It would doom our Ale. We could always get another one. He doesn't have a lock because he would have played it, I think. Just boost these guys up. Might as well infuse you as well. We do not want him banishing our preachers here. That's going to be kind of important. Yeah. Ale boosting the Druids is so good. It's just so good. Let's see here. What do we want to play? Rhizome was a good thing, I think. I think we go Rhizome. Rhizome is really nice because we can go into the Axle carryover. Especially if these like take damage. He did hit it, but at least we can go for the Axle here. And then I think it's worth dropping the Truffle on these so they don't get hit by a Northern Wind. Do not want those Northern Winding, or being Northern Winded. And we really want him to pass because our hand's kind of insane if we just go to round 2. We just want the pass here. We're up by 25, so we might get it. If not, we can go Blessing into this to replay a Froth or something. Okay, good, we do get it. Still have to watch out for the big old battle stations. Battle stations. You gotta say it with the exclamation mark. Yeah, when you go in that, he still has that big play left, but... Alright, there's a Freya's Blessing. That's nice. Do we want the Peller? I don't think so. It's not bad. Ooh, that's what we're looking for. If we play this, we are getting at least one of them hit with Northern Wind. We have one Druid. Let's get Otkill. Anyone else want to play from our deck? Bride. Okay, yeah, this looks good. This looks good. Let's go with our Crow Messenger. We do want to play Getting This Shadow. I think we want to apply the pressure here. If we do this, we can go into this, into a Freya's Blessing. Yeah. This is a good turn for this. Let's go. Figured we're going to lose that. Not a big deal. Let's go in here. Let's get our crows. He's probably going to start Northern Winding these, but it's a nice tempo play. And then we can go Ermion, Rhizome, Revive, Axle, save a Blessing for like 5. Well, it'd probably still be like 3 or 4 crows round 3. There's the battle stations. See the bombs coming in, right? We're getting bombs. We haven't played a unit yet, by the way. So this guy doesn't hit anything. So there's the Northern Wind. Yeah, there it is. This doesn't do any damage, which is good for us. Could go Froth. We need to Rhizome ranged for the Revive, which means we want the Madoc to be in the melee row at the time. So I think it would be a nice time here to just infuse with this and do a Golden Froth. Get him out of range. Don't play units, so this keeps losing value. Let's keep firing at... We still don't have a unit we played, buddy. I think we could Oneiromancy not a unit again here. Just Oneiromancy their Golden Froth. He already cast the Heat Wave, so he probably can't get rid of this Crow Messenger effectively. And these things just have no value when we haven't played a unit. There's a non-flanking Marine. He's gonna have to swap it, right? Could go for a Rhizome. Could go Rhizome. We're going to play Ursine here. This is a question of what are we getting with him. Ursine, Rhizome. He probably goes bang, bang, bang. We lose them all. So I think we won't play it. Let's infuse this crow. What the heck? Let's just go get ourselves a Mahakamail. Just as long as these guys aren't doing much, we're fine. Like, these are getting no value, which is really good for us at this point. Yeah, you figured it out. You need something else. You have to generate your own points. Do a Fuchsia and Blessing. If he kills Ursine, we could Fuchsia Ursine into Rhizome. We banished. I don't even know. So there goes Ursine. That's fine. We can bring back the Ursine with Fuchsia. Let's play the Fuchsia. I think a 2-0 is our best strat here. Let's go here. Bring back Ursine. Then we'll go for Blessing or Rhizome. Let's go Rhizome. The worst case here is he has the Dancing Star Bomb. Hopefully he doesn't. So we'd like to go Blessing onto a Druid, banish, and get a Golden Froth. Yeah, it looks like we're going to get that. So, do this here. Play this. We misclicked there. We should have picked something different. Let's go here. Banish you. Froth. We don't want to click these, actually, because she's going to get hit by the like cavalries. She's gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we take extra damage. We put that on her. This plays into tall removal. I think we'll put it on her back here anyway, just to play around the tall removal a little bit. He's gonna need like Vilgeforts and stuff. Synthesis Blaze won't be very big yet. There's Nausicaa. That's only 10. Like, Nausicaa's a good card and all. It's not going to be enough points here. It's going to take 3 more. It's going to get 2 more. This needs to be a point slam card. Or a tall removal. Artifact Compression. Apparently it's pretty popular. So this does 3 damage. He gets him 2 points. He needs to use leaders. So he's good now. Unfortunate. Thought we'd have a better chance at a 2-0 there. Guess the Marine just got out of hand eventually. But we still have some decent cards left. Did we play both Blessings already? We went 1 Blessing, so we need to find a second Freya's Blessing for Otkel. There it is. We have some really good short round potential here. Comes Nausicaa? Nope. What is the obsession with this guy? I guess it's decent this time at least. I think we start with the crows. And we go Otkel into double Druid, play this. There's the Madoc. Double Blessing. Should be good here. Shouldn't he have healed 2, by the way? Oh, maybe we healed on the... Yeah, we must have healed on the crow instead. Okay, that makes sense. There's a Nausicaa. Not enough. Let's go here. Play whatever. GG. That's the deck, guys. I must say, like, before we get into anything else, Ale the Ancestors is amazing. I love this card. It's so good in the deck. I don't think I'd play the deck without it. Having the ability to boost your Crow Clan creatures, I mean, what's the weak... Not you. What are we clicking on? Oh. What's the weakness of this deck? These things dying means we don't get engine value, right? If you Ale one of these, it goes to 7. That's so hard to get rid of. Ale's so good. Not only does it do that, with Resilience, if you saw, I think we played round 1 and 2 most of the cards each game, like 10 or 12 cards in each round. We got at least 5 infuses off of each of these, I think. And that's 15 points. Just raw 15 points, distributed however you want. Slowly over time. That's not the most insane value, but we trigger this infuse several times. So really, this gets all together, right? You get like 15 to 18 points, depending on times you trigger it. Is 18 an exaggeration? That'd be what, 9? 18 to be 6, right? That would require 12 turns, so you can do 18. 15 to 18 points. We'll say 12 to 18. 12 to 18 points. We trigger this infuse, at least 2 or 3 off of each. So another 6 to 8 points. Or 4 to 8 points, we'll say. So we'll go minimum. Minimum, we've been triggering this thing 4 times each time, and 2 triggers of the infuse effect, right? That's 16 points minimum. Ceiling is like 24. On top of that, it's keeping your engines alive. This card is so good in the deck. I love it. Definitely recommend playing the Ale the Ancestors. I think we're also really good at drawing it round 1, but like this card is so good. Just don't draw round 3 in a short round. Other than that, it's amazing. Even in a short round 3, though, it's much better now, right? If you get to use this twice in like a 4-card round, for example, you play this twice, you get 6 points, and then you can replay like one of your Alchemies of the Bride or something. That's still 8. It's much better than before. But as far as the rest of the deck, we never really got to do all the crows with Axel, which is okay. Like we should have gone for that. What game was it? I don't remember which game it was. The game against the one we lost to the Patricidal Fury player, I think it was, just because round 3 was too strong. I think we should have gone for an Axel play instead of whatever we did. I think we pivoted away from Axel to try and pressure for a tier round 2. I think we should have gone for Axel into as many Crow Messengers as possible. And I think that's the play against those no-unit decks. We should have done that. Although I don't think we had the hand for it, if I'm recalling. But whatever. Like, that's a really good option. And then overall, I just really like the deck. I didn't feel like missing Marjoram was a big deal. Like, the Ale instead of Marjoram, it's 1 less point. It's fine. I like the Ale better, I think. The Ale is definitely better for playing Ale. That was fantastic sense. The Mahakam Ale is better for playing Ale the Ancestors than Marjoram. And we're not playing the ship you normally play, right? Or no Draco Turtle, no Sigvald, none of that stuff. We're going engines. And it worked out really well. Crow Clan Druid's a card I used to really like. And then I found that replaying the bronzes and getting the crows out wasn't as much value, right? Because you play the Alchemy card, you're losing 2 points, you're banishing a crow usually. So you're playing, this is a 2-point play basically. You're playing a 4-vision Alchemy. It's okay, but having the crows set up is a little annoying. But now that we have Ale for bonus value on these Ales and Golden Froths, it makes the Druid just that much better. I really like it. Yeah, I don't have to say, I really like this deck. I think it's really fun. The only weakness is we don't have a lot of control. So, like, you could put a Heat Wave in here somewhere. And we don't have Crow Mother, which is a card I usually like as well, but couldn't quite fit her. But yeah, we're not playing Melusine or Reviving like the old Alchemies would. It was like, used to make like a mix of Alchemy and Self Wound to make it viable. But man, I like this just pure Alchemy. And Otkel with that double Revive. We used him a lot in short rounds. I think in a long round 3, he'd really shine even more, though, right? You just bring back 2 of your guys right away, Click your leader. If you still have it, bang. So much value. Really cool card. Wish we had enough dust to premium him. We're almost there. But yeah, this is the deck, guys. I really like it. Highly recommend trying Ale. Ale seems really good, especially in this deck. But hope you guys enjoyed. This was a really fun one to do, and we'll see you in the next one. That'll be it for this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more. And you can check out some more videos over here. And thanks for watching.